Reality is not a straight line. Every passing moment is a chance for a new offshoot, a new variation. In fact, there are more realities than you can possibly fathom. An infinite number of what-ifs. I'm Jeffrey Wright, and as the voice of the Watcher in Marvel's What If, I can see what few others can. The totality of the multiverse across all time and space. The stories you thought you knew are nothing like you remember.
How you doing, Mr. Wright?
I'm good. How are you, Jamal?
I'm great. You know, like I like to think of as all of you guys as colleagues, but I really thought of Chadwick Boseman as kind of like a friend. Like he always stopped by us on the red carpet. I was really close to us. So I was really glad to see or hear his voice in this project. My first question to you is, I'm kind of gonna play like a what if game. I know we've seen Chad do all these biopics, Thurgood, James Brown, Jackie Robinson. I mean, what if he was around longer? What other character would you have liked to see him play?
I don't know. I hadn't really thought of that. I think I would just like to see him play the character Chadwick Boseman. That was, of all of the characters that he played, I don't think any of them as monumental and important as they were, I don't think any of them surpassed his own journey. And I say that because, yes, he played. He was a fantastic actor, and in the case of Marvel, he played this historic, iconic, breakthrough, evolutionary hero. But that he did all that while quietly fighting for his life, and did it with such humility and grace, which is something particularly in our industry that we don't see nearly enough of, particularly at this time, in this age of narcissism and self-promotion and kind of a selfish perspective on things. Man, I mean, it doesn't get any better or more powerful, I think, than that. And then he's, at the end of the day, he succumbed to this disease and still with incredible dignity. I mean, I just want to see him play Chadwick again,
Yeah, I feel that.
Familiar faces.
Who are you?
In unfamiliar roles.
Star-Lord!
A captain.
Women aren't soldiers.
Howard, get ready.
Agent Carter!
No one expected. And foes who became friends.
I was also reading on your Twitter feed, and you made this statement about the Ulysses S. Grant statue in DC, and my next what if is, I mean, I know that Ulysses became president. He led the Union soldiers to victory, but what if the Union didn't win? Like, what would America look like if the Confederacy won?
Well, it would look a little bit smaller than it is, and I think if that. Oh God, I think we still see the kind of underlying tensions, cultural tensions that have remained since the end of the Civil War. And we saw the backlash to the North's the Union victory over the South in the Civil War. We saw the backlash in the expansion of freedoms and rights to people who had been dehumanized and brutalized, and prior to that, the backlash was Jim Crow. The backlash was domestic terrorism at the hands of the Ku Klux Klan and groups like that. The backlash was felt, is felt until now. the backlash to Reconstruction and the attempts to create, a more perfect union by the inclusion of those who had been excluded for years. And so if the South had won, if you want to ask what if of that question, I think those tensions would still be lingering and perhaps even more intense, because it was about the destruction of our country. It was not about the perfecting of our country. That's the thing when we talk about the Civil War, we talk about these statues, we talk about the flag and all of that stuff. And whether you think it's racist, whether you think it's dehumanizing, they represent dehumanization of other people, doesn't really matter at the end of the day. What they do symbolize is the division and the destruction of America. That's what it's about, undeniably. That's what that flag was flown over, an idea whose intent was to destroy our country. And so if they had won, I think the tensions would even be more tense along that new created border.
That was brilliant! Let's give it another go. Are you seeing this? Oh, I'm usually a bit more covert.
Well, I loved this Marvel series and being able to reimagine some of these beloved characters. And it seems like we're in a weird time where this critical race theory thing, people try to reimagine what the history of American and oppression was. But I love this form. And thanks for doing a great performance and giving us your voice. And can't wait to see you in everything or hear you in anything else that you got coming out. Thanks for your time, Jeffrey.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Jamal.